What's up, everybody? How's it going? Today is a pretty rough day for the tech industry. Google has joined the long list of companies, including big tech companies, to perform layoffs. They just announced that they've laid off 12,000 employees. That's 6% of their global workforce. While it's not that unsurprising given everything that's been going on over the last year or so, to me, it is still very shocking because of all companies, of all big tech companies, the last one that you would expect to do layoffs was Google. Why? Because Google has historically been known as the company that really cocoons its employees, treats them like royalty. There's always been these running jokes that at Google, you don't really have to work that hard. You can kind of coast and everything's fine. Although, to be honest, obviously that's probably the reason that they've had to do layoffs because of misallocated resources. But still, it's just very shocking for me to see these layoffs happening, in reality. And it just goes to show you that no business is immune to, bad markets, bad economy, misallocation of resources, and so on and so forth. Obviously, layoffs are the hardest for those who are directly impacted. So if you have been impacted by these Google layoffs or any other layoffs this week, then, I really feel for you. Try to look forward, look at the future, treat this as a potential blessing in disguise. On that note, we are hiring at Algo Expert, specifically for course creators, for PM Expert and Mobile Expert. We're also open to building out other products. So if you are a product manager or a mobile engineer, iOS or Android, who's been laid off, definitely apply. You can go to algoexpert.io/jobs. And the bit of good news is that, as I said at the beginning of the pandemic, when the tech industry was starting to really boom, ironically, but a bunch of other companies were suffering, there's always a balance. Like when some companies suffer a lot, there are other companies that thrive. During the pandemic, a lot of tech companies thrived while the rest of the industries just got completely wrecked. And now we're kind of feeling the opposite. Tech companies are really getting hurt, including these invincible, almighty big tech companies, but you're seeing a lot of other industries do very well. I saw on Twitter this morning that Mercedes, the car company, announced that it's giving something like €7,000 bonuses to all of its staff, which is just like huge, positive news. From what I'm hearing, a lot of banks and credit card companies like American Express, Bank of America, JP Morgan, Bloomberg are doing quite well. A lot of hedge funds are doing quite well. I've heard that jump trading is doing pretty well. So the point is, some companies are doing poorly. Others are doing well. The pendulum kind of swings back and forth. It's not all gloom and dread out there. If you're a software engineer looking for a job, either because you've been impacted by layoffs or you're just not happy where you are, you might want to look at all of these industries that have a bunch of awesome companies. And of course, if you're preparing for technical interviews, do check out my company, Algo Expert. Go to algoexpert.io and use the promo code CLEM, CLEM, for a discount on the platform. Ultimately, we have to all remember that this too shall pass. We just have to weather this storm as an industry together. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, follow me on LinkedIn and Twitter if you enjoy short form written content, Instagram if you like pictures, and I will see you in the next video.